the highlight of the date
I was
that
gonna
we
say
went
I
on.
couldn't even tell you what we looked at in the mall. I think we just walked around talking like the entire time.
Yeah, we were mostly talking. I think we had a little fun looking at different books and stuff like that, trying to find.
Yes. I was
and
explaining to him my whole world of female reading novels.
Yeah, you have this whole fantasy book series that you're reading. That seems really really cool.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And I had no idea that like multiple of her series interconnects in the same universe.
Yeah.
And so like I don't even think I told you that yesterday, but like
I think you've
the
told me that
next
before
one,
about it.
Yeah, the next one that I'm starting is gonna be a part of the one I just finished.
Oh, that's really really cool. Yeah, it seems like a really cool, just like built out world. That's
It's such a
like,
well thought out world that she did.
Yeah, and I think that's really, really fun when it comes to those like fantasy books where you're like going to Lord of the Rings type worlds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can get a little bit more of a glimpse of what it's actually like. But that's really,
That's
really.
all I could think of when I was reading it. I was like, this is such a female romance Lord of the Rings.
That's what you thought. That's hilarious. Well, that seems like really fun, and so
Yeah.
it was fun for you to show me all the different books you'd been reading since you had done a lot of the reading on your phone, and
Yeah.
so I didn't know what the books looked like or
Could
what.
you imagine if I have been purchasing all of the books that
Well,
I've
how many
been
books have
reading?
you read this year already?
I think I 8.
You finished 8 already. This
8 or 9, yeah.
8 or 9 this year already.
Yeah, the last month and a half.
Yeah, so you've been really cooking out through those books. So it'd be a lot of books being added to our shelf at all times. We do have Tanya over at Kathy's Pub taking home the Musco in this game number 1 of Game Day Bingo. $16.30 going out to you, Tanya, in this game 1. We will now be getting rolled into a game number 2 with that minor prize finally become, well, it was already available, but now becoming more available at 54 balls or less, clicking up 2 balls. Should be some fun stuff in this game number 2. So make sure you guys are continuing to get enrolled and press play. As we were talking about going around to the bookstore during our Valentine's Day celebration, which we celebrated a day early.
That's right, we did. But we were talking about the barbecue place that we went to yesterday.
Yes, that
was. What was your favorite thing we ate?
Ooh, that's a tough one because I absolutely loved the original appetizer that we ended up getting. We got ourselves some burnt ends mac and cheese, which was absolutely delicious. I mean, I already love burnt ends. I could eat burnt ends on their own and have a great time. You throw in one of my favorite additions to it. I love mac and cheese. I talk about on the broadcast all the time that I love mac and cheese. And you throw burnt ends and some mac and cheese, and it was freaking delicious.
And you know, honestly, I'm gonna be a little harsher. They were not the best burnt ends I've eaten.
No, they were definitely not. They didn't taste as they weren't very fresh.
They were dry. Well, we can admit it.
I don't care though. Once I got it cut up and into the mac and cheese,
it was good. But I think honestly, the sauces stole the show for me that
Really?
they had there because I think we're just spoiled with the barbecue we've eaten in our lives. I feel like I am a little bit pickier with my cuts of meat, and I feel like the sauces really help me enjoy the meat.
yes, having a bunch
They
of
had
different
such
variety
a
of barbecue
cool-
sauces.
Yeah, they had like
and
a
different.
Korean soy garlic based one. They had a bunch of really cool sauces that were fun to try.
Yeah, that was really tasty. But I would probably have to go with the tri-tip steak that
Yes,
we
I
ended up
completely
getting,
agree.
as that one was super fresh.
That
it was
was
cooked to perfection.
So good.
And I was extremely happy with the tri-tip steak that we got.
I completely
As
agree.
well as, I mean, the brisket that we got as well with it was super good as well. That was a lot
was
more
just a lot
moist,
of
and
it.
there was just a lot of food, and so it was awesome. Cornbread, obviously delicious as well. We got tater tots as well as
That's right.
a barbecue
Fried rice.
barbecue fried rice, which was a really
It was
tasty
like-
version of fried rice.
Yeah, it was like a dirty rice with bits of like I think pork butt.
Yeah, I had
in
no
it.
idea what was all scattered within it, but it was a bunch of tasty different barbecue meats.
Absolutely, it was
Yeah.
a great one. Thank you, Lindsay's Barbecue and Grill, for making us go get barbecue.
Yeah, as it was absolutely delicious when we went yesterday. My favorite probably has to go with the burnt ends mac and cheese.
Oh.
As once I got that all cut up, I didn't really care about how dry the burnt ends were,
No.
as I still got all that
It went
flavor
so good
from
with
the
the
burnt
mac.
ends, and then you throw a bunch of mac and cheese
Their
on
seasoning
it. Was so good.
So good.
Yes, I really liked all the seasoning on everything, and
seasoning
so
was really good.
that was. I mean, that's the main thing I'm looking for in a barbecue shop is that it has good seasoning and then it has good barbecue sauce. If it has those two things, you've won me over, and that shop definitely did win me over.
Well, maybe if you guys want to have some barbecue today, today is the day to do so. But if you guys want to take home some jackpots, today is also the day to do that because we got a lot of cash on the line for you guys here with Pilot Games, and we love giving out those jackpots. In fact, just yesterday we gave out 3 different jackpots, making the last 7 days 25 different jackpots we gave out, and 185 for season 13 already. I will be so happy if we hit 200 jackpots before February is over.
I think we will.
We're on track to do so.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that we'll end up doing that. I mean, we probably should be able to do it by the time we come in on Monday next week. That should be around when we hit 200 jackpots. We'll see, as that pace varies all the time. But the 3 jackpots that went out yesterday, the first one went out to Nat over at Cornerstone Pub and Prime, taking home the largest jackpot of that Monday, $5,304. We also had 69 T-Bird over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, taking home a jackpot of $796. And the final jackpot to go out on that Monday, it went out to Sully over at Old Piper Inn in Lakeville, taking home $936. Good job to all of our winners in this game. We are now going to be trying to give out some jackpots in these games right here, as we've clicked past all of our jackpots in this one, working on a must-go of $15, meaning that we'll have some even bigger and better prizes heading into a game number 3 of Game Day Bingo.
That's right. That minor prize should be clicking over $100 in this next round as you guys get enrolled. But we have an official winner, as Ice Fisher over at the Grillium Forest Lake is taking home that $15 must-go prize. Nicely done to Ice Fisher in this round number 2 of Game Day Bingo. We got 10 more rounds that we're going to be live with you guys here for, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled in the next 2.5 minutes as we officially have that minor prize clicking up to that 56 balls or less.
Oh yeah, but let's talk new e-tabs, as there is a new e-tab coming out this week, hitting your guys' iPads this Thursday. I'm super excited about it, as it is, Leprechaun themed, as we got
St. Patty's Day coming up.
St. Patty's Day right around the corner, and it's called Finnegan's Gold. It's super fun. I haven't even seen a preview of it yet, but I always get excited whenever we release new e-tab games. I'll have to check out our Facebook page to see if we've released e-tabs, as sometimes the Facebook page knows before I even know about what these games end up looking like. So I'm super excited to see what this game all entails, and so definitely pay attention, because Thursday, make sure you guys come out to play the newest e-tab game, Finnegan's Gold.
And keep your eyes peeled to that Facebook page, because I am sure we'll be releasing the awesome promo to highlight that brand new e-tab that's hitting your guys' iPads this week. Our Facebook page is where you can check out all the things happening with Pilot Games, so give us a like and follow once you search us up. That way you'll be able to keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, see those awesome promo videos that we release when we have brand new e-tabs hitting the market, and even utilize that link tree. We've got direct links to all of our social medias like Twitter and Instagram, all of our streaming platforms, pgl.world, and even all of the locations around Minnesota that you guys should go and check out Pilot Games at.
Oh yeah, definitely some great stuff there. We love those social medias, so definitely check them out. We do just have 1 minute and 10 seconds to get enrolled in this upcoming game. We got some nice prizes, a $125 minor prize. You can win in 56 balls or less. And we have a mega prize of $60,848 that you could take home in 51 balls or less. That major prize is not able to be won just yet, as that prize has to click up from 51 to 52 balls or less to become available, as if you win it in 51 balls or less, obviously you'll be taking home that mega prize.
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about that one, as it is $60,000, closing in on 61 as you guys play throughout today. But as you guys are playing, we will be here live with you guys until 1 p.m. After we get off air, we'll let you guys loose to play your first round of Lucky 4 Bingo right at 1 p.m. We have $84,562 on the line in that Lucky 4 Bingo game. Before you guys even get enrolled, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's what segues you right into some more uninterrupted Game Day Bingo from 1 to 4. It's going to be not hosted, but whatever these cash prizes grow during this live show during 12 to 1, you guys get to pick right back up after that round of Lucky 4 Bingo and get to continue playing.
Oh yeah, it's definitely some great stuff, as that leads you right into our happy hour bingo. Before I talk a little bit about the happy hour bingo we play, I got a little bit more information on Finnegan's Gold, as Facebook is the place where you can stay up to date with all things Pilot Games. And Finnegan's Gold, this is a re-release of a new and improved version of the game, as we have released Finnegan's Gold before, had to take it off, and we're putting it out as an even better game. There's 4 different bonus rounds within this game now. There's an instant win bonus, a wheel bonus, a balloon bonus, as well as some free play rounds in there as well. It should be some really great stuff to play, so I'm super excited for this new the re-release of Finnegan's Gold.
Absolutely, that's an awesome one. Make sure you guys are go checking that out this Thursday when it hits the iPads. But we were about to start telling you about our happy hour show that runs every single day from 4 to 6. It's a lot of fun, and Ian and John are going to take on over this. I keep wanting to say Thanksgiving. This Valentine's Day happy hour show tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun, and that's when you guys get to check out your next opportunities at Lucky 4 Bingo as well. Right at 4 p.m. is your second opportunity at that, and if that does not go out at 1, you'll have a jackpot closing in on $85,000 at 4 p.m. So you guys definitely want to go check out that Lucky 4 Bingo game and jump right into our Skull Bingo that gets to be played from 4 to 6. There's 23 games of it, and I'll let you tell them about the progressives on the line.
Yeah, the line prize is starting fresh at 10 balls or less. The large frame is at $14,409. You can take home in 43 balls or less, and the coverall is sitting pretty at $49,674. You could take home in 50 balls or less. All should be great stuff during that happy hour bingo, as that happy hour will be ending off with some Lucky 4 Bingo at 6 p.m. and that will be your final opportunity of the day at that $84,000 prize if it didn't go out at 1 or at 4 p.m. But after that, you get into some game day bingo, which will be interrupted tonight, as it normally runs from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock, but it's going to be interrupted by a great PGL specialty night, MegaSota game night. It starts at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and Tony and Nikki are back in country and back for a MegaSota game night, and it should be a lot of fun.
We got Scoot at Benton Station and Ella over at Lyle Liquor. They are both splitting up that must-go prize, $23.60, getting split between both of you guys. Nicely done in this round number 3. We're about to be enrolled in our 4th game of Game Day Bingo for the day, and make sure you guys are getting enrolled because that minor prize is still on the line, and it is still available this time at 58 balls or less.
Oh, yeah. But if you miss out on coming out for those great PGL points and prizes on MegaSota game night tonight at 6:40, you can come out tomorrow night for another PGL special night. As we do every single Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we play some Wild Wednesday games. We'll be giving out a lot of PGL points, a lot of great prizes. There's even a high-low game where the best players in the state take home first-place prizes, and the worst players in the state take home first-place prizes, which is really, really fun. You just don't want to be in the middle in those games. So make sure you guys are coming out for all the PGL action. MegaSota game night at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and Wild Wednesday at 7 o'clock every single Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun. You guys will not want to miss out on either of our special nights that we offer here at Pilot Games. Make sure you guys are signed up at pgl.world if you want to earn the PGL points that accompany those specialty nights. But as you guys get enrolled in the next minute and a half, we want to jump into some national days with you guys.
Yeah, the first one being Valentine's Day. Obviously, this is the day that we are celebrating, as everyone knows. February 14th, always Valentine's Day. Also my sister's birthday, so happy birthday to Sophie.
Right.
But I actually have to send her a text about that,
Have
because
you not?
she will not see this broadcast, and that would be the first time I've wished her happy birthday this year. So I'm going to have to text her after the broadcast, but it should be some great stuff. We got 1 minute to get enrolled in this one. But Valentine's Day, the day of love, also called St. Valentine's Day, or the Feast of St. Valentine, is celebrated annually on February 14th, and it originated as a Christian feast day honoring the martyr named Valentine.
Yeah, it was when marriages got outlawed, and he would perform marriage ceremonies in private.
Wow.
And he married people during the time that it was against the law, and so he became Saint Valentine, and so Valentine's Day is to honor him.
Ah, that's really, really cool. Well, yeah, Valentine's Day is just a huge day that is celebrated all over the place. Apparently, Valentine's Day is not just for lovers. It is also for friends, I guess. Everybody. We do have just 20 seconds to get enrolled in this one. 58 balls or less for this minor prize.
Absolutely. But happy National Valentine's Day.
Okay, before we move on, what is your favorite Valentine's Day movie?
Valentine's Day movie?
Yes, yeah. I need to look up what movies. There's what movies are placed in Valentine's Day, because I would love to know which ones are. Or just like ones to watch on Valentine's Day.
Okay, so last night I actually just made him watch the movie Valentine's Day, which is just like a star-studded cast. It's got
A bunch of intertwined lives all on
like,
Valentine's
all
Day.
intertwined in doing it. So I think that one's a pretty cute one to watch during this time.
I'll go with, because rom-coms I feel like are the name of the game on Valentine's Day, and so I'll go with one of my favorites, 50 First Dates.
That's a good
It's an
one.
Adam Sandler classic, and it's got a sweet concept with it, and so I'll go with that one as my Valentine's Day must-watch movie.
Absolutely, that's a great one. I don't know what mine would be.
Pretty Woman's a good one.
That's definitely not mine. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just have to say like Valentine's Day. I feel like it's a fairly cute one just to throw on with some friends and have
A
a
Charlie Brown Valentine's.
Oh, that used to be a really big classic for me. I haven't watched that in a while.
I know.
though.
I want to watch. I need to watch it again, because I used to watch it when we had like Direct TV or any kind of cable
Yeah.
TV or
it's
satellite
always on
dish.
during
I
this
would always
time.
watch the Charlie Brown Christmas, Charlie Brown Pumpkin, Charlie Brown Valentine, all those different ones. And so I feel like I want to get back into the habit of looking them up on those holidays and watch them again.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite rom-com to throw on would be.
Yeah.
I've been out of the rom-com game in a while.
I know. I feel like that as well. So I went with the easy classic of Adam Sandler rom-com, maybe Wedding Singer.
That's a good one. I
Wedding
love
Singer?
Wedding Singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that another Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler
Yeah.
movie? Yeah. So both the movies that we said on today are Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler classics.
I swear they're like soulmates in another life.
they
They
are
have-
really good
They're
together in
great,
a movie.
great chemistry on screen.
We have moved past all of our jackpots in this one, working on a $30 must-go. A bunch of players one ball away, and our one winner is Mike over at American Legion Brooklyn Center, taking home the $30 on that must-go in this game number 3 of game number 4
Game number 4.
of Game Day Bingo. We are now getting rolled into a game number 5 with that minor prize, clicking up to 60 balls or less. Should be some great stuff as you guys are getting rolled into this next game.
So what is your favorite stereotypical Valentine gift? Do you like the heart-shaped truffle chocolate box? Do you like the flowers? Do you like chocolate-covered strawberries? Like, what is the stereotypical...
I mean, I always loved Valentine's Day as a kid just because of any kind of holiday where I got mass candy.
Oh, for sure.
I was
loved
super
it.
happy.
I loved decorating the little Valentine's mailboxes as a kid, and then all of your little friends putting their goodies in there.
Yeah, never did I eat as so much Fun Dip was on
Oh
Valentine's
my
Day.
goodness, for real. I forgot about Fun Dip.
Everybody gave out Fun Dip on Valentine's Day. I felt
That's
like
so funny.
that was even more so than on like Halloween or anything like that. Valentine's Day was a
You
Fun Dip
know,
holiday.
I actually just saw a couple girls. There's a group of them that work out together every day, and they use the Fun Dip sticks with their pre-workout, and that's how they eat it.
Interesting. That's one way to go about it. It probably tastes fine.
I was like, wow. I'm sure it tastes good.
Yeah.
I mean, pre-workout's pretty much the zippy
Powder that's in those.
powder candy anyway. Like,
Yeah, it is.
It's just
pretty
for
close.
adults.
Yeah, that's really, really funny. So, I mean, that was probably my favorite part all growing
Okay.
up, was just getting
Yeah,
mass
it's
amounts
just
of
mass amount of
candy.
candy.
But like now, like what's my favorite Valentine's gift would be maybe like those boxes of chocolates, because there's a bunch of really tasty chocolates in those, and so just stick with the same theme and go with a different type of candy, but just more adult
just
version.
chocolate truffles.
Exactly. Chocolate truffles are really good. So I'll go with
Okay.
that one. What's your favorite?
Chocolate-covered strawberries.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was expecting flowers from you. Just
Oh, I love flowers. I love a good excuse to get them. I need to learn how to properly care for a bouquet to make them last longer. But I love an excuse to get some fresh flowers.
Yes, they add a lot to a room when you have
Oh my
like
goodness,
flowers in there.
yeah. Even our kitchen.
Yeah,
like,
we just got some flowers in our kitchen, and so
Yeah.
now it just makes it look really nice and bright, and it's super fun. So definitely awesome one on today. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Hopefully you guys can enjoy as well wherever you're at. But we are just got 30 seconds to get enrolled in this upcoming game, and we got 60 balls or less for over $200 on the minor prize. We'll see if we can give it out in this one as we get into some more national days. As it's not just Valentine's Day.
Oh, no, it is not. It's actually National Ferris Wheel Day as well. And February 14th is the annual observance of National Ferris Wheel Day. The holiday honors the birth of George Washington Gale Ferris Jr., the male who invented the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Ferris wheels, super, super fun. I've always enjoyed riding on Ferris wheels at fairs and stuff like that. And so that's definitely an awesome one on today. But it'd be cool if we could find out a little bit more about Ferris wheels.
Oh, if you want to know a little bit more, here you go. Apparently, they were originally called an observation wheel.
That makes sense.
They provide the bird eye view of the entire city. And so it was actually not completed for a month and a half after the fair officially started. And the Ferris wheel actually cost about $750,000 to first be made.
Wow, that is really, really crazy. Okay.
It was later changed because of the man who
invented
it,
Washington, George Washington Gale Ferris Jr. That's really, really cool stuff. I think, the Ferris wheels are always super fun, and being able to, go up that high.
Did you ever get scared on them?
I was never one to get I was never a fear of heights kind of
either.
guy, and so I definitely was never.
I loved heights.
I never cared about going up in a Ferris wheel, especially when it's like your
a stationary cart
thing.
that you're
Like
sitting
I got nervous when I was like climbing trees and I got too high, and I was like, if I fell off this tree right now, I might
That'd be it.
do some damage, kind of things. And I would get afraid of that. But like outside of that, like heights never really planes didn't scare me.
Yeah.
Like going up in those glass elevators weren't like
I thought that
freaky
was
to
so
me.
cool.
I thought they were really cool as well, and so never got that scared of Ferris wheels either. I always thought they were just really cool and fun.
I always thought
As
they
a
were the
kid,
perfect way to end your fair or your what are they called?
Your fair?
Fairground.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the perfect way to end your fairground experience. It's just ending your night with a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, I think that's a good. Yeah,
It's like
with,
almost.
when it's all like dark out too,
Yeah,
and
it's
you
all
have
lit
you
up.
can see
I
all the
love
fairs, different lights and stuff like
I
that.
love looking at a fair from the nighttime.
As a kid, I actually didn't like it as much though.
loved
I
it.
thought they were so boring. As a child, I was like, when can I get off? Like it's just like taking so long to go around. I was like, I just wanted to whip me around and then like me go back down and then I can move on to the next ride. This one's taking up valuable ride time. Like,
See, I needed you in my life when I was young. Before we talk about our thrills at the fairground, we got Milo over at Corner Bar Goodhue taking home that must-go prize, just one ball off. $34.30 going out to you in this round number 6. Round number 5, we're about to be enrolled in a round number 6. Hopefully this round number 6 is where we're giving out that minor. We're halfway through these games, and that minor prize is clicking up to 62 balls or less.
Oh yeah, but we were talking about Ferris wheels on
That's
today,
right.
and you were talking about how you needed a kid
yeah.
like me in your life just to
go on crazy thrill-seeking rides. Like I always wanted to go in that salt and pepper machine that had like all of them that like went all over
those
and
are
went in a circle.
yeah, those
and
are
no one
fun.
ever wanted to go on there with me because everyone was like, "That's gonna break down. It's gonna break down." And I'm like, "It's gone 350 times today already. Like I think one more time will be okay, guys."
I know, that's what I always thought. I was like, I'm good on this one. Like the chance of this being the one that breaks down, like, because I only hear of like one every year of like some crazy carnival experience that happened. I'm like, what's the chance of the one time being me? And so I just hop on and I do it. But I always loved the Gravitron. That was my favorite by far. I absolutely loved going on the Gravitron.
I did as well. That was like the key ride that me and like my little elementary school best friend would go on. Like when we had our hometown fair and like where I first grew up, we would always go on the Gravitron, and they would have to like pull us off of that thing.
Yeah,
because we would be going like upside down and like trying to climb up the walls while it was going.
You're trying to stand up sideways, like parallel with the ground.
Get so mad at us.
Yeah, I was
so fun.
Yeah, it was always a really, really good time on those things. So yeah, no, and I was lucky because all of my siblings are very similar to me, where we're like, okay, next ride, let's go find the next one, let's go to the next one. Especially when we were little, it was like, okay, we just want to be entertained and just go to as many as we possibly
Himalayan
can.
ride a lot.
Yes, that one was really
fast
fun.
one.
Yes, I want to go to a House of Mirrors, like a good House of Mirrors, sometime soon. I feel like
I've ever done a mirror maze.
There's one in the fair that's really close to us. That they always have a mirror maze there, and I went there
never been there.
as an adult, and I was like, this isn't as fun as I remembered, like the mirror maze being as a kid, because I was like, it was a lot easier to get lost as a kid, where like as an adult you're like, oh, this is obviously that's a mirror, and you're like, oh, that's a mirror. As a kid, you're like sprinting through it, and you're not paying attention at all, and you're like, boom, oh wow, that's a mirror. But as an adult, you're like, oh, I can see the child's fingerprints from all of them.
Condensation from the last 80
yeah,
12-year-olds
all the other
running
kids
through
that
here.
have touched it. So I wish I could go to a mirror maze that's
A little bit. more catered towards adults.
Exactly, just like a cool one that's like more serious.
Yeah.
Because I want like
That'd be
one of those
super
like
cool.
like
That's how I
scenes
also
where
feel about like a corn maze. Like I haven't done like a haunted corn maze or something like that in so long.
as a kid they were so fun,
They
and
were
I haven't
so
been able
fun.
to do one
I remember
in a
one that
long
was
time.
so scary. I was a preteen and my little cheer group went to one and
Mm-hmm.
they like separated us.
Really?
And, yeah, and they had like chainsaws they were chasing us with, and like it was a lot for 12-year-old girls, and
That's
like
so
it was
funny.
so funny. One of our girls got in the fetal position. We had to like go get her.
That's hilarious. No, the only
really
issue with
funny.
going on to like trails like that with like my family was like people like me and Ben. We would be like, "This is a trail. This is definitely a trail," and it would not be a trail. And we'd be like, "This is a secret trail that will get us to the end." And so then we would just like commit to it, and then we'd get down to the end, and we realize it just like ends. And
It's just one of the costume workers. They're on a smoke
It's
break.
just like
that's,
nobody
like-
there. It's just like some random person had like wandered into it and created a little separation in the corn that was
so
there.
funny.
And so we were like, "Oh, we got this. It's a secret trail." But no, it was never a secret trail. They're usually well marked.
Yeah, that girl that was in the fetal position, 2 of the other girls had to go and be like, "Guys, stop!" and like get her because like the chainsaw guys were like, "Meh."
Oh, I would be so scared.
Yeah.
That would not be fun. That would not be fun. It would be
They'd
fun
be
to
like,
go to
"Stop,"
one that
and
was
they
like
had to
kind
get
of
the
like
actors to like stop for a second, so they like laid off. It was like one of those moments where like those like see the TV videos where they're like in the haunted house and they're like pushing the pull door and like the scare worker stops and they're like.
yes,
And they
exactly.
like open the door from it was like almost like that, and then they wait a couple seconds and then they go and go right back into it. It was so comical, and it was just very funny for like the 12-year-old girl just sobbing. It was just
That
running
is
away
so
from them.
funny. That's so funny. Yeah, I usually don't have any issues with those scary like type things. Outside of I realized that I don't like. I went to a scary house and there was like a girl that was on like one of those like wheelie carts like kind of thing, but you couldn't see the wheelie cart because it was like covered
Was
by
it
her
like a
like
gurney?
her like dress like kind of thing. You know what I'm
Oh.
talking about? Like on school where you would used to ride around on one of those
and it
little
looks
like
like she just like zooms.
yeah, and she was just like crawling around, zooming around, and I hated it. I was like, I don't mess with this. I'm ready to just like kick this girl that's in the ground. And I'm like, I know you're just a girl that's doing an acting job, but you're freaking me out, okay? But we do have Bryce, so over at the Atomic Star Tavern, taking home a jackpot, $272 going out to the big time player Bryzo. Good job in this game number 6 of Game Day Bingo. We will now be getting rolled into a game number 7 with that $53.70 Musco prize only getting added to as more people get enrolled. So it should be a pretty good double Musco in this game number 7.
Absolutely. And I think the only time I've ever had an experience like that where I was really just like, whoa, was one I went to, and it was more of like an optical illusion.
Oh.
And it was really, really cool. And it was like we were sat in a living room, and this is how the haunted house started out. And we were all sat in like a furnished living room, and there was a TV, and it started with static, and all of a sudden it was the Grudge, and a girl came through the TV, and the actress came through the TV and crawled into the room, and it had a grown woman that was with our group on the floor crawling away towards the exit away from her. She was so scared.
Yeah, that seems pretty
was
freaky.
So good. It was the best haunted house I've ever been to, and it was like in a random like small town that I just like happened to be going through with a group of people.
That's awesome. That's
It
definitely
was
some
so
cool
good.
stuff there.
And each room was like a different thing. We got on an elevator going down to
Yes.
the underworld, and it was cool.
Yeah, well, enough of random little fun things as we were somehow
So
we got
random.
to haunted houses from Ferris wheels. It feels like we can have a natural transition there.
Yeah.
But happy National Ferris Wheel Day. Next up is National Donor Day. Observed each year on February 14th, National Donor Day aims to increase awareness about organ donation and the lives it saves. In the United States, more than 120,000 people are waiting for a life-saving organ donation.
Are you an organ donor?
Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah, awesome stuff. But yeah, it's good because it saves lives and it does.
Absolutely.
It helps out a lot of different people. There are people that need organs and have organ failure and stuff like that, and so it's huge to donate those organs and help out somebody else.
Absolutely. I had a friend, we were really young, and she joked, only once, but I still remember this just made me think of it randomly, but she was like, if we're compatible, I would give you a kidney. And I just remember things like that and thinking how sweet it was. We were probably like children. Like, I can't even think. We were probably like 7 or 8. But it was the same childhood friend that I used to go on the Gravitron all the time with.
That's so funny.
I just remember, like, thinking that young, like, the importance of, like, having the opportunity to be an organ donor. Like, it is just so important. I think it's so funny that it can be instilled into kids as young as 6 or
yeah. I've always thought, especially just being an organ donor, like
post life.
Post mortem. I mean, like, that seems like it just like I don't need it anymore. So why not someone else have it?
Yeah.
They could use it. Ben's like to check in, and he said he's an organ donor as well.
Right on,
so,
Ben.
right on, Ben. We're celebrating us on today, as well as other people who decide to make the choice to donate and save lives. Final national day, though, is one that I think everyone would hope to enjoy on a Valentine's Day, and that's National Cream-Filled Chocolate Day. The chocolate lovers rejoice on February 14th as National Cream-Filled Chocolate Day. On the same day, approximately 58 million pounds of chocolate will be purchased. Much of it will be in heart-shaped boxes filled with bite-sized chocolates with ooey gooey centers. Quite a few of these cream-filled gooeys will be exchanged and shared on Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. And I think the day that we are going to be exchanging these is tomorrow when they go on sale.
That's a great way to do it. I always have thought
We've got a small drugstore right down the street from our home base here, and you bet your bottom dollar I'm stopping there tomorrow to see what kind of truffles that I can get.
Nice little heart-shaped candy box.
I mean, I've got a class I go to tomorrow night, my taxation class. There's only 4 or 5 of us in the class. If they're $2, I'll get them for my class.
There you go. And then you look like a great classmate, even though you're capitalizing on a great deal.
And then it's an excuse for all of us to eat chocolate in my tax lecture.
Seems like a genius idea right there. I think you're right on the money with it.
Absolutely.
But happy National Cream-Filled Chocolate Day. Definitely enjoy on today. We do have 56 balls dropped on this game right here as we're trying to work on a $88 Musco prize. Players are already 3 balls away. We'll see who can end up taking this one home, as it should be going out in the next few balls that are dropped. After it goes out, we'll be talking a little bit about some Twins news and how they'll stack up this upcoming year. But we do have a winner.
That's right. Pimp over at Crooked Pint Ale House Apple Valley is taking home that double Musco. $88.80 going out to you. Nicely done in this round number 7. We're about to be enrolled in round number 8 already. Only about 5 more rounds left in this game. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled, as we are going to be here with you live only until 1 p.m. So make sure you guys are getting those iPads and get ready to take home some cash. But we were talking about some Twins news.
Yeah, and we got, how do the experts think the Twins will stack up this year? Fangraphs dropped their annual ZiPS projection this week, and they have the Twins in 2nd place in the American League Central, behind the Cleveland Guardians. While that would indicate they would be contending for a playoff spot, the Twins are only projected for a record of 80 and 82. The projection goes deeper as they give the Twins a 30.3% chance of winning the division and a 8.3% chance of a wild card berth, giving them a 38.6% chance to make the playoffs. Those numbers give the Twins a chance that Lloyd Christmas would be proud of, but may be disappointing considering the Twins offseason. Yeah, getting a big signing of Carlos Correa, getting a bunch of different guys that really filled out this roster to make a really talented roster, especially when it comes to the batting side of things. I think we have a really strong offensive case. And then on the defense, if one of our pitchers can really step up, we'll have a really good team as well. But I think, this is probably a little bit of a, poor projection after having such a dynamic offseason.
Yeah, but we'll keep you guys updated with everything happening with our Twins in their off-season and everything happening coming with them up. But if you guys want to show your support for them, you absolutely can at any time by playing the awesome eTab game we teamed up with them for, Twins Win. If you pick a lucky batter in that home run derby bonus round, you could end up taking home some Grand Slam prizes. It is a lot of fun. You guys will definitely want to go check it out.
Yeah, it definitely is a lot of fun. But speaking of a lot of fun, you guys are having a lot of fun playing some game day bingo, earning points towards the game day bingo standings. Those Those standings just got some big shakeups as of yesterday. And moving from unranked to 9th place, we have Rich over at Shady's Railside and Sydney over at Main Street Bar Hopkins, tying it up with the former 7th place players, getting bumped back to that 9th place tie. Brother Nate over at the Chart House and Bug over at the Toy Box. All 4 of those players sit with 20,000 points. In 8th place, moving out of a tie in 7th, but getting bumped back from 7th into 8th, we got Mike over at Big Louie's Bar and Grill New Brighton with 21,000 points. With 22,000 points, moving from unranked to this spot, bumping a bunch of these players back. It is in 7th, Spike over at Maynard's of Excelsior with 22,000 points. 6th place is 1308 over at the Red Fox Tavern with 23,000 points. With 24,000 points in 5th place, we have Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 24,000 points. With 26,000 points in 4th place, we got Bucko over at the Green Lantern. And 3rd place is Bowl over at Corner Bar Goodhue with 32,000 points. 2nd place is Tanya over at Plum's Neighborhood Bar and Eatery, starting off the 50,000 point club with exactly 50,000 points. And with 53,000 points in 1st place, we have Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue, having a really, really nice season so far.
Absolutely. Nicely done to our entire top 10s. On the location side of things, we had 2 coming in from unranked and tying it up in 10th. Maynard's of Excelsior tied it up with HR Pesties, as they now currently sit with 37,000. Getting pushed back from 8th to 9th, it's Sherwood Lounge, as they sit with 41,000. Jumping up from 9th to 8th, it's Lincoln Depot. They currently sit with 42,000. Right ahead of them, staying put in 7th, it's VFW Spring Lake Park. They currently sit with 43,000. Then in 6th place, it's Outtakes, and they currently sit with 46,000 points. Then in 5th place, it's Plum's Neighborhood Eatery, as they have 50,000 points. 4th place, though, it is Chart House, as they currently sit with 56,000. Right ahead of them in 3rd place, it's Shady's Railside. They currently sit with 61,000. Then in 2nd, it's Corner Bar and Goodhue. They have 89,000 points. And in 1st place, it is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, as they have 104,000 points so far.
Yeah, good job to all of our locations, killing it in these PGL standings, as well as the players killing it in those standings as well. Can't wait for tonight, as we got one of the PGL specialty nights, MegaSota game night. Oh, wait, but we were talking about the game day bingo standings. I don't know why I got talking about PGL standings. But, yeah, those game day bingo standings, what you guys are earning points for right now. PGL standings, we'll talk about them in just a little bit. But before we talk about that, we do have some E-tabs that we need to highlight. Before I talk about E-tabs, we have a winner.
We have Rob. They're playing over at Triple R Bar and Grill in Kimball and taking home that must-go prize, $31.60, going out to you in this round number 8. We're about to be enrolled in round number 9, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled and getting ready to play.
Oh, yeah, but E-tabs. We have over 70 different Charitable E-tab games that you can play at any time and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. With awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games, you'll definitely want to check them out. Right now, we're listening to a little Winter Wonderland, our Alice in Wonderland themed game. It's super fun, and make sure you guys are checking that to try and take home some great prizes.
Oh, absolutely. I thought it was pretty fitting, as there is the Queen of Hearts. She may not be the most fitting on Valentine's Day, but, you know, we work with what we have, and
Yes.
if that doesn't sound up to your speed, check out the many different E-Tab games we have here. Did you tell them about all the different ones?
Yes.
All right. Well, we also have that brand new one hitting your iPads this Thursday, so make sure you guys check out the reinvented Finnegan's Gold. It's even better and even more cash on the line. You guys will definitely not want to miss out on it.
That's for sure. But as you guys are getting enrolled into this game number 9, we got a little music history on today.
Ooh, that's right. And in 1999, Elton John appears on the I'm With Cupid episode in The Simpsons, where he does a reworked version of Your Song.
Ah, that's awesome. I always think it's funny when, celebrities make appearances on animated shows, especially those adult animated shows.
So funny.
And having Elton John appear on The Simpsons just works. And for it to be on I'm With Cupid. So, on the Valentine's themed episode, maybe watch that episode of The Simpsons on today. But also on today in music history, in 2004, after 9 weeks at number 1 in the U.S., Hey Ya gives way to another Outkast song, The Way You Move, which has been number 2 the previous 8 weeks, a record for most weeks at number 2 before claiming the top spot.
I love it.
Yeah, that is really, really funny stuff.
Such
I mean,
good
obviously,
songs.
Hey Ya is going to be number 1, but like the way you move, taking so long to get into that number 1 spot is hilarious.
It's still so good. I love Outkast. I can't even lie.
Both of those songs are like those two in particular are just really,
They're
really
just so
good.
groovy. Much fun.
They definitely are. Hey Ya, getting passed up by The Way You Move on Today in 2004, setting the record for longest to stay at number 2 before claiming the top spot.
Absolutely. Maybe listen to some Outkast today. That'll definitely get things going.
Oh yeah, you know, get you in the groove.
But you guys have just about 15 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 9, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled. We have $137 on that minor prize, already clicked up to 56 balls or less. But as you guys are getting enrolled, there's some other things that you guys can do here with Pilot Games as well, and that is go on over to pgl.world. It only takes about 26 seconds to sign up, so you guys, it'll take only a few breaths, and then you'll become a member of the Pilot Gambling League. Once you're a member of the Pilot Gambling League and signed up at pgl.world, you get to earn those PGL points that are awarded on our specialty nights. But not just that, you get access to insider information like a monthly newsletter, and we love highlighting all the players who sign up.
Yeah, we got a new list of players who just got signed up. T. Verbo Van, Strucker, Pop Hawk, the Pub, Frankie, LLT17, Pink Girl, T Money, Genie28, Louie, Grammy, Irish Luck, Roxy Ninja, Geo Carjo, and Rod Jen. Good job to all those players getting signed up at PGL.world. Can't wait to see you guys compete for those PGL points, as we got a PGL night tonight, MegaSota game night getting started at 6:40, and we have some shakeups that are definitely going to happen in these games, as there's a lot of players within that 300,000 point, 400,000 point class.
Oh, absolutely. And jumping right into 10th place, we got OE50 over at the Stanchion Bar. They sit with 300,080 points. 9th place is Nixon over at VFW Roseville, as they have 317,450 points. Right ahead of them in a virtual tie, though, with 317,660 points. In 8th place, it's Big Dog playing at Rustic Saloon. 7th place, it's Bergar playing at Southtown Lanes. They have 330,790 points. With 334,665 points in 6th place, it's Devoided at the Roadside. Then right ahead of them in 5th place, it's Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill. They have 342,235 points. With 386,310 points in 4th place, it's Day's Dream at Monty's Sports Bar. 3rd place, it's Panda at the Roadside with 428,990 points. With 485,475 points in 2nd place, it's Chirper at the Clubhouse of Edinburgh. And in 1st place for another day, it is Jake over at Eagles Albert Lay, as they have 622,435 points. Nicely done to everybody in the top 10 PGL standings.
Well, perfect timing as KD23, right as you finish up those player side of the standings, gets that Musco of $43.20 over at Carboni's Pizza Sports Bar, Burnsville. Good job, KD23, as we will now get enrolled into a game number 10 of Game Day Bingo, with that minor prize clicking up once again from 56 to 58 balls or less. Should be some great stuff as you guys continue to get enrolled and press play. But as you guys are getting enrolled, I'm going to be going over the location side of the
PGL standings.
As every single location is in the 1 million point club. 10th place is Stanchion Bar and Hamel with 1,124,210 points. With 1,168,749 points in 9th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. 8th place is Cabin Bar and Nicolette with 1,174,500 points. With 1,183,435 points in 7th place, we got Leo's Sports Bar in Mazeppa. 6th place is Eagles Austin with 1,266,725 points. With 1,274,320 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Cleveland. 4th place, the Alibi of Gilbert sits with 1,391,750 points. With 1,414,580 points in 3rd place, we got the Benton Station in Sauk Rapids. 2nd place is PJ's Supper Club in Avon with 1,578,735 points. with 1,881,630 points in first place. We got Eagles Albert Lay. Good job to all of our locations killing it in those PGL standings as well as our players. Jake leading the charge as well as Eagles Albert Lay on the location side leading the charge. Can't wait to see what shakeups can happen in this PGL night tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you guys are coming out tonight and tomorrow night. Any opportunity you can really to earn those PGL points and help out the locations while you guys play. As you guys get enrolled in the next minute, we want to talk about some Wild news as they are 28, 20, and 5, and Sergei Bobrovsky made 27 saves, and the Florida Panthers defeated the Minnesota Wild 2-1 in a shootout at the XL Energy Center on Monday. Not what we want to see, but Kirill Kaprizov did score his 30th goal of the season, while Philip Gustafsson made 33 saves, and the Minnesota, who are 28, 20, and 5, which have lost the 4 of its past 5 games, and it's 1-1-1 on season-long 7-game homestand.
Yeah, not what we wanted to see from this Minnesota Wild team, but I think a overtime loss is better than a
Yes.
season
Than
during
just a shutdown.
Yeah, regular loss. So I guess that's a win for us in one aspect, as there's a few teams that are ahead of us that just have less losses than us. So to get us in that overtime loss is a huge win in a game that we ended up losing. We'd rather have won, but overtime loss is better than normal loss, and hopefully we can get back to winning because we want to get some more wins on that record tomorrow as our Wild are taking on the Avalanche at 8:30. We should be home against in XL Energy Center, so hopefully that little home crowd boost gets us the win.
Absolutely, but if you want to show your support for our Wild, you absolutely can before their game tomorrow against the Avalanche at 8:30. The e-tab that we teamed up with them for that you guys can play at any time is called Let's Go Wild. And if you pick a lucky shooter, no, that's the wrong bonus round. If you have a chance, check out this slap shot bonus round, and that way you can take home some awesome prizes while showing your support for our Wild.
Oh, for sure, but moving from one ice to another ice, we're going to check in with the Grand Rapids area fishing report, as this was updated on February 13th. The sunshine and warm air temperatures are winning the battle against snow cover on many north central Minnesota lakes. Slush, wet roads, and limited access caused by the meltdown will cause short-term pain. But the next cold snap will produce improved trail conditions. Anglers may well enjoy access to select fishing spots that have so far been off limits for most of the season. Awesome stuff there. I mean, hopefully that's, it melts over, it gets, refrozen back to a stronger ice, and it lets some more people get out there to some more, limited areas to catch some of that untouched fishing spots.
Oh, absolutely. But I know while you guys are out there taking home those huge catches, you guys are going to be taking those pictures and plaster them all over Facebook. Well, guess what? You can do that with Pilot Games too. Whether you're holding up your huge jackpots, your favorite e-tab games, or just having fun with your friends, you can send all those awesome player pictures our way, whether it be directly onto our Facebook page, emailing them us to jackpots@pilotgames.com, or showing them us on any of your social medias with the hashtag PilotGames. We love seeing them. We will scoop them right on up and put them in our enrolling screens.
We do have a winner here taking home a must-go prize of $52. It's Mushy over at Villa Bar and Grill. Good job, Mushy, in this game number 10 of Game Day Bingo. We are now going to get enrolled into our second to final game, game number 11, with that minor prize clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less, already over $200. Should be some fun stuff as you guys are getting into this one, but it's Valentine's Day, so good job, Mushy, getting a nice win on this one.
I was going to say, if you're going to be mushy, today's the day to do it.
Yeah, exactly. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this upcoming game as we get into a little Vikings news, as we have some early 2023 power rankings that show some different perspectives on the Vikings. Over at Sporting News, Vinny Liar has placed the Vikings down at number 20. That's why his last name is Liar, in his way too early power rankings. However, if you look at ESPN, crazy that it's ESPN that did it, but their NFL writing group has the Vikings at number 9. So I like that rating a lot better. I think, it's Iyer, not Liar. I wish it was a liar, but
like
it's
you're coming
Iyer.
for this guy.
Yeah, it's Iyer, Vinny Iyer, but he places at 20. ESPN places at number 9. Both sets of power rankings point at what will be key to how good the Vikings are in 2023, and that is the rebuilding of the defense. And I completely agree. I think if we fail at rebuilding the defense, they may be right at that number 20 spot, as I don't think we can repeat what we did last season, having so many one-possession wins and having a very poor defense throughout the entirety of the regular season. And for us to come through those wins, it's hard to project that to happen again for us to win all those games. So 20 makes, somewhat sense. I would probably put us down if our defense doesn't get rebuilt right, probably in the like 15 to like 12 range. That would be how good I see our team being at. But if we can rebuild this offense and rebuild the defense, we can definitely be up there at 9 all the way up until the top 4 teams in the NFL, I think.
Okay, absolutely. We'll keep you guys updated with everything happening with our Vikings and everything they decide in their off-season as well. And if you want to show your support for our Vikings, you absolutely can by playing the awesome eTab game that we teamed up with them for, Vikings Victory. If you pick a lucky letter in that skull bonus round, you can end up taking home some huge prizes. It is a lot of fun. You guys will definitely want to go check that out.
Yeah, it definitely is super fun stuff. But later on today, during our happy hour, where me and John are going to be live, we're going to be giving out some Skull Bingo points as well as some Skull Bingo prizes. And those Skull Bingo standings have been pretty crazy, and we definitely got some close races.
Oh, absolutely. So jumping right on into 10th place, it's Chad over at the Trail Stop with 42,000 points. 9th place is Rock Rider at the Incline Station Bowling Center with 45,000. With 48,000 points in 8th place, it's Funk playing at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 7th place, it's Lover at American Legion Spicer as they have 49,000. With 54,000 points in 6th place, getting pushed back from 5th, it's Boots playing at Trebek's Bar and Grill. Jumping up from 6th to 5th, though, it's Brenda at JB's Tavern as she sits with exactly 60,000 points. Then 4th place, it's Kool-Aid at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 61,000 points. With 77,000 points in 3rd place, it's Jelly at American Legion Stillwater. 2nd place is Brother Nate at the Chart House with 78,000 points. And dominating in 1st place, we have Tanya playing at JR Mac with 193,000 points so far.
Well, good job to all of our players. Now on to the location side of these standings. In 10th place, we have a two-way tie between Beck's Pub and Muddy Cow Coon Rapids, both with 76,000 points. With 84,000 points in 9th place, we got American Legion Moorhead. 8th place is Danny's Dugout with 90,000 points. With 116,000 points in 6th place, getting bumped back from 6th into 7th, we got VFW Dilworth. Also getting bumped back from 5th into 6th place, we got American Legion Stillwater with 121,000 points. Breaking out of a tie with VFW Dilworth, pushing back American Legion Stillwater as well. And moving up from 6th into 5th, we have Chart House with 127,000 points. With 134,000 points in 4th place, we have Trebek's Bar and Grill. In 3rd place, it's the Benton Station with 137,000 points. And with 257,000 points in 2nd place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. The number 1 location, though, with 264,000 points, home of the number 1 player, Tanya, it is JR Max sitting in 1st place. Awesome stuff to all of our locations and players, killing it during our happy hour opportunities of Skull Bingo. We are coming down to the final few balls dropped in this game, seeing if we can give out this minor prize in this one. We'll see if it goes out right here. And no, we are moving on to a $67.80 must-go, meaning that jackpot has grown and rolling into the final game of the Game Day Bingo.
We have Spike at Maynard's of Excelsior and Ella over at Lyle Liquor. They are both splitting up that $67.80 must-go prize. Make sure you guys get enrolled in this last live game of Game Day Bingo, and make sure you guys are getting ready because that minor prize is clicking up to 62 balls or less and potentially over $300 as you guys get enrolled. But as we play through this final game of Game Day Bingo here with you guys live, we want to talk about some celebrity birthdays, and we're not just talking about Ian's sister, who it happens to be her birthday as well.
Yes, it is. Happy birthday to Sophie. But born in 1816, we got Christopher Latham Scholes.
1819.
1819, that's what I meant. Christopher Latham Scholes, an American newspaper man, politician, and inventor of the typewriter.
So cool.
Yeah, the typewriter is really, really cool. I've always wanted to own my own typewriter just because I think it adds like a cool look to your documents when you use a typewriter instead.
My grandpa used to have one, and I used to play on it all the time.
My grandpa still does have one.
I don't know if my grandpa
still does. So I can hope that I can inherit it or something.
They are so heavy. Well, happy birthday, Christopher. Next up in 1935, we got Mickey Wright. He is the American golfer. He's the 13 major title winner, and he also has 82 LPGA Tour wins.
Happy birthday, Mickey Wright. Next up, born in 1948, we have Teller American magician from Penn and Teller, and is an illusionist as well. Yeah, I like Penn and Teller. I think they're super fun. I love the one show that they did where they had magicians come on and they had to perform their magic acts in front of them, and it was like either they could be fooled by the magic acts or they would like figure it out and completely explain like how the magic act works and everything like that. And the great magicians could actually fool Penn and Teller.
Okay, so it was like magicians trying to come and fool them.
Yes, and like basically do it without them figuring out how they were able to do the magic trick.
That's fun. I think I would like to watch that.
Yeah, it's a super fun TV show. That was my favorite. That's the only way I really know Penn and Teller. I don't really know their actual magic and what they did.
Yeah, I don't know much about them. Next up, this is someone I do know for one very specific role. And in 1968, Phil Lewis was born, the American actor, and he's a director. He was in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. He played Mr. Mosby.
Yes, Mr. Mosby is an iconic character from that television series, and I never saw him in anything else. But
I don't think I have either.
I definitely loved him as Mr. Mosby in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and so happy birthday, Phil Lewis. Next up, born in 1970, we got Simon Pegg, an English comedian and actor. He's a part of Shaun of the Dead, as well as the Mission Impossible series.
And some others as well.
Yeah, he's in a lot of different films, especially as like a little cameo character. He loves doing those kinds of things.
I feel like that's where he thrives.
I really enjoyed him as the computer geek in Mission Impossible.
Really?
Yes, I thought, him as the van guy was a really cool, addition to Mission Impossible.
Super funny. Happy birthday, Simon Pegg. Next up in 1974, we got Rob Thomas. He is the American singer from Matchbox 20. Gotta tell my mom about that one.
Yeah, is she a big fan of Matchbox 20?
Yeah, no, just more like Rob Thomas.
Oh, just Rob Thomas? That's funny.
Yes.
Next up, born in 1978, we got Dana Gira, a actress and playwright. She was in The Walking Dead as well as plays a character in the Black Panther franchise. As I think she is one of the warriors in the Black Panther franchise.
Is she the head warrior woman?
I don't know if she's the head one, but I'm pretty sure she is one of the
she's
warriors.
The head warrior woman.
Oh, she is the head warrior woman.
Oh yeah, she is.
She's a great character in that
so
franchise.
Cool.
I think she's one of my she's one of my favorite characters from specifically Black Panther, and then just in the entire MCU, she's one of the cooler just women in the series.
She is. She is one of the most she probably is the coolest woman in the Marvel series to me.
Yeah, I think it's an argument between her and like the Valkyrie. I really like Valkyrie.
Yeah, but she's like more of like a powerful woman, Valkyrie is more just like a in-your-face woman.
She's fun. They're both fun in very different ways.
Yes. Valkyrie is just a lot more comical of a character.
No, definitely a great celebrity birthday, and really, I just have now recently started seeing her in a lot more stuff. How do you say her name again?
Dana
Guri
or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. I could be very wrong.
Yeah, but next up on our celebrity birthday list, born in 1992, we got Freddie Highmore, an English actor. He's in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, August Rush, as well as The Good Doctor, Bates Motel.
Yeah.
What else?
Spiderwick Chronicles.
Yeah, Spiderwick Chronicles. He was in a bunch of different things, especially for us as kids. We do have a winner in this final game, taking home $393 in Game 10. We got Big Shooter, if you can be Pete's Sports Bar and Grill. Well, you guys are about to start getting enrolled into a little bit of Lucky for Bingo, $84,000 on the line. But that $85 must-go is going to be sticking around for your first game of unhosted Game Day Bingo, running from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock. So make sure you guys stick around for that as well. But as you guys are getting enrolled into some Lucky for Bingo, we have a player spotlight.
That's right. Just this past weekend, Brad Kahn, playing over at Smoke Barbecue, took home $7,782, the largest jackpot this past weekend. And while they were playing over at Smoke Barbecue, they supported the Byron Youth Football Association. They are a non-profit corporation run entirely by parent volunteers whose mission is to provide a fun, quality, and competitive sports program to Byron as well as the surrounding areas.
Definitely some awesome stuff. Enjoy some Lucky 4 Bingo, and remember, when you guys play Pilot games, your community wins.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it.
The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the Pilot Kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching,
Cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun. It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
everybody can kind of get in on the fun. It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome.
Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.